The most dangerous of the two remaining objectives lies just ahead of us. We've used 2 of our stims. We've gotten stalked by a wolf, but we have acorn coffee. Surely that'll help with something. Maybe. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Against All Challenges meta-series. We are taking on the As the Dead Sleep challenge, and things are going pretty well at the moment. So I am going to drink a little bit of water because I'm carrying absurd amounts of the stuff, to be honest. The fact that I have that much water while about to leave this house is freaking great. So one thing I'm going to do is harvest this t-shirt. I might be able to get away with a bit more clothing repair here before I leave. I don't have a ton of clothing to repair because I've done a pretty thorough job of this. So it looks like I can also harvest this wool too, so I'll do that. But I have decided that even though I am going to still check some of the other loot locations on the way, we can stop by the church, for example. There's also a construction hut to check. I am going to go ahead and go for this next grave. I'm going to go for Hushed River Valley in this episode. Whether we make it all the way, we'll have to see. The wildlife might decide that for us, but let me quickly see if I have... Yeah, I've got time to do this. Let me try and repair the last 10% on this parka. Excellent. All right, that is good. Let's also go ahead and repair the last 10% on this decent sweatshirt. Just kidding, let's not. I do need to keep a close eye on my calories because I am getting ready to need more of them. But there are some additional cattails that I can still grab if you're not tired of watching me eat those yet. I have 20, so you'd think, do you need more, Hadrian? Yes, of course. They're cattails. Of course I need more. Who do you think you're talking to? So let me try to get out of here. There we go. Sprain risk healed. So I can start making my way toward the next destination. Let me just make sure that I've fully searched this area. I searched it pretty thoroughly in the last episode, but why not just be extra cautious? Because there is a lot of stuff that can potentially occlude my vision. Why not just be thorough and make sure? Yep, got that water. And don't need more, to be honest. Yeah, I know I searched that. I know I searched that. I know I searched that. Let's just make sure I didn't overlook anything stupid obvious that would be helpful. I mean, there's that extra heavy hammer, but who needs an extra heavy hammer? Especially on this difficulty. 1 will do. Thank you very much. I mean, when you're playing on high difficulty, if you can find an extra heavy hammer and plant a heavy hammer at more than 1 forge, then absolutely. It's not like there's no reason to have a heavy hammer. That's absurd. But I think in this case, we can justify leaving that one behind. So, because we're pursuing a very specific set of objectives here. I don't know where the wolf is, but we might be about to find out. All right, let's run this way. Risking it a little bit by running so much, but that's in part because we... Okay, don't see a wolf out here. That's in part because we have a pretty rapidly dropping temperature situation. So I may even have to stop at a few waypoints, start some fires just to keep warm. It's pretty cold at this point, which is honestly, it's fairly shocking to me, given how well clothed I am and given the repairs that I just completed. So this is a very, very cold, windy day. We do have a corpse here. I'm going to check this. And we're going to look under here. Anything at all? No. I think I will go ahead. Let me pop in here where I'm protected from the wind. Can I start a fire in here, maybe? Ooh, looks like I can't. That's very interesting. Can I start a fire in here? Yes, although this is not as protected from the wind. Let's see, what kind of fuel do I even have? I've got a few books that I can burn, and that's it. So, this is interesting. I'm going to go ahead and... You know what? we're going to go a different way because I don't think I have the ability. The wind just died down, and that helps. You know what? Damn. That's poor timing. With the wind dying down, I have a little bit more time to move. That's horrific timing because I just made a critical decision on which direction I was going to run there. But there are some cattails, so I'll grab those. This will, of course, probably tip us over our encumbrance limit.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
Oh, you will live. It's fine. All right, let's take another look at these because I can definitely drop those. And I'm carrying more matches than I need as well, so let's drop those. It's really weird to drop matches in the long dark, but in this playthrough, it makes complete sense. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty much committed now. I'm going to have to... Oh, there's another cattail. How did I miss that? How did I miss that? Can we just ask that question? How in the world? All right, I'm committed to going this direction now because we're starting to run low on temperature. So I'm going to have to come in here and warm up. Try not to piss off any wolves in the process. Thankfully, the house that I'm headed to, there could be a wolf up there, and there may also be some lootables up there, so it's worth looking. There's a house up here that I haven't checked in, but I'm generally... This is interesting because I said I was going to head straight for HRV, then it was a little colder than planned, so I'm backing off of that plan a little bit. Where's that house? There it is. Let's run up there. I don't want to sprint too much in case I need to do a last-minute sprint past a wolf up here, but usually I don't run into wolves at the top of this hill. Watch this be the one time that I do. That would be hilarious. Except not. All right, in we go. Oh, okay. Well, there's some dog food. It's definitely warm in here, so that's nice. Let's see what else we can find. And there are some cattails nearby too, so that's positive.
This will come in handy.
I guess I'll hold on to that book, I suppose. Couldn't hurt. I can rip up those socks too. All right, so interesting choices here. Yeah, let's go ahead and rip up those socks I found. Just a 10-minute harvesting job. That'll let us warm up as well. This is positive in some ways because we're waiting until later in the day, and there's a spot very near the Hush River Valley transition. I mentioned the construction hut earlier that we can use as a waypoint where there will be a bed and plenty of warmth. So that's positive. What else can I drop? There's not a lot. I need more or less everything I'm carrying. I mean, at this point, I don't need the heavy hammer as much. I have so many flares. And I don't need every single book I'm carrying. I can drop this charcoal. That's a definite possibility. You know what? Hang on. Let's first of all, let's refuel the lantern. That's good. Drop the charcoal. Plenty of rose hips. Don't need the scrap metal. I think I can prepare the rose hips, as I recall. That would help pass some additional time. If I prepare these, that should make the load a little lighter. But before I do that, the most sensible way to lose weight at this point is just to eat some of this food that I'm carrying. So let's open this dog food. Moist dog food. And get rid of it. Enjoy that caloric value. And I might as well eat these. No, we're going to go for the Pinnacle Peaches. Because it's such a heavier can. And we'll hold on to the rest of the stuff. There we go. Now we're in better shape. And now I can prepare those safely without worrying too much about it. So let's drop those 2 cans. And prepare those rose hips. We can do 3 different preparations. This will take some additional time. And now we're fully warmed up, which is quite nice. We can also prepare some reishi mushrooms, so let's do that. And we can craft some Old Man's Beard wound dressing. That's going to take an hour. Do I need to take an hour doing that? Not really, but I will. Just to have it done. Because I've had that Old Man's Beard for so long. All right, and how many bandages do I have on me right now? I have 5. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine bandage-wise. Okay, moment of truth. Let's go ahead and eat some of this acorn coffee. All right. Or drink some of it, rather. Let's eat the acorn coffee. You know what I meant. And now, I'll step back outside. Hopefully not encounter any wolves. I'm not going to worry about those. All right, let me peek around down here. I just want to make sure I don't enter the path of a wolf as I do this. It looks pretty safe. I mean, I can run from the wolf at this point, but there are going to be cattails here. All right, so now it actually seems pretty warm. There's a cattail. I don't want to walk too far in this direction. I see another cattail, though. Not worth it at this point. There will be more to find, and more even potentially in Hush River Valley, so let's head that way. And look, there's some right in front of me. Imagine that. Okay, so one downside of the route that I'm taking now, if I'm going to actually just take the main road, is that there are more wolves on that route. The way I was going to go, it was a little bit safer. What I'm doing now is definitively not as safe. All right, I'm going to be very careful for a moment. Excuse me while I hush up. Any wolves? Any wolves to speak of? I don't hear any. I don't see any. Let's go back here and see if there's any good loot. Looks like just firewood. I mean, firewood's nice and all. I might be able to pick it up. Hang on. Can I carry that? How much carrying capacity do I have? I can carry that. If I eat a few cattails, I might be able to get away with that. Let's try it. And I could also drink some water at this point. Just a little bit. Oh, that noise is nerve-wracking. Maybe if I eat just 2 more? Yeah. That'd be good. And that way I can carry that firewood around. And be able to light a warmer fire on demand if needed. Okay, so this is interesting. I actually think I'm going to go back down towards the river and take the route that I'd planned to take. Because it's safer. For the reasons that I was just explaining. Why do I have... Oh, because I just picked up the freaking stick. That's why I don't pick up every stick. Because they weigh things. They weigh certain amounts, which can become inconvenient. Okay, and of course, as I step out and set out to follow this path, the wind comes back. The very wind that made me go the other way the first time. So that's somewhat frustrating, but we're going to try and just get to the church. It's not that far. It's a very bright day. And we are just, there we go, we're just under exhaustion limit. So this will be kind of handy for that waypoint that I mentioned. I still have no viable means to defend myself because of just the difficulty of this challenge. So I don't have a bow. I don't have, which technically if I really focused on it I could have made, but that would have taken up a lot of time, which potentially I didn't have. But I don't have a bow. I don't have a revolver. I don't have a rifle. Hang on. I'm just scanning through the trees here. I see an oak tree there, I think. No, not an oak tree. Never mind. Alright, I'm going to stay back here and scan for a moment because we're warm enough that I think I'm getting away with this, and I really want to make sure I'm not walking straight towards a wolf. Alright, that's a tree. Let me If I get up to the top of this ridge, I should have a pretty good view of this entire area, and I can make the decision to move forward. And we have more than enough warmth at the moment. Okay, this looks good. We're looking good. I don't see any bunnies, though, weirdly enough, and I feel like I just heard footsteps, so that's making me paranoid. Sorry for the head swiveling, but I've just got that it's too quiet feeling, you know? I also just started my recording session, so it's like I'm adjusting to the nerves again. Give me a minute. All right, there's a cattail. So we're probably just going to go inside the church and rest, to be honest. I'm going to go around this wide, because the fact that there aren't bunnies nearby makes me a little bit nervous. Makes me feel like the wolf might be close. And the church is right around these rocks, so, like, I'm reasonably confident in my ability to get to shelter, but I just would like to have eyes on any threats in the area first, you know? It's not complicated. The nice thing about these cattails that I'm grabbing is it's pretty much replacing all the ones I just snacked on. So that's nice. Alright, I'm going to step up here. Seems like we're starting to get pretty cold. There is a car that I can investigate for loot. Thought I heard footsteps. All right. What do we have here? Bit of deja vu, because we visited several churches so far. I don't think I went to the church in... Nice, granola bar. I don't think I went to the church in Desolation Point, though. I don't recall if I did, and I really didn't have reason to. Because I needed to stick to the lower section of that zone, and that's exactly what I did. Okay, so this is interesting. I could go ahead and make a break for the construction hut and then rest there. And I think that might be the best move to make. There doesn't appear to be anything in here. There's not even really any... Yeah, there's a cardboard box to break down. Anything along the side aisles here? There's just paper, mainly, and a few books. Which, books aren't nothing. I can use them to start fires, but I've already got books to burn for that purpose, so... Alright, here's what I'm going to do. Just to be safe, I want to rest a bit. I don't want to get caught in a situation where I've got a wolf between me and, like, right... Oh, hang on, I'm going to save the rest of that. I didn't realize how close I was to my stomach capacity. Alright, so I've got a bed here. Let's rest for, like, 2 hours. Just 2. That's all I need. Just the 2. And hopefully that'll let the storm outside pass a bit, which does seem like it did pass. And we still are toward the end of the day. So now I have full energy back. Not completely, but hang on. If I drink some water, could get a little better. Yeah, let's go ahead and eat the rest of that candy bar. Most of the rest of it anyway. Yep. Most, indeed. And then drink a little bit more. So we are slightly over encumbered. I can just drop 1 coal. And that problem's solved. Alright, let's head to the construction hut. This is definitely... The reason I'm being so cautious is that this is 100% the most challenging of the remaining places. Oh, it didn't actually have a lock icon there, but it's having me pry it open. Interesting. This is the most dangerous. So, approaching it and then actually getting to the grave in Hush River Valley, I do think I know the way.
You never know.
And I'm going to do my best to follow the way. Oh, I've been picking... I didn't realize that, but I've totally been picking cattail heads. Drop all. Don't need them. There we go. Like a tip. You know what? I'm going to go get that coal back if that's the case. I did not realize I've been picking those up. That's just a simple mistake. Where's that coal? Here it is. Grab. All right. Now. Seems like it's pretty calm at the moment. Good opportunity to make our way up the road. It's not even that far, interestingly enough. So I'm going to walk through here, grab some cattails as I go. Not going to grab the heads, just the stalks. There are a few more there, but I'm going to stay off the road a bit. Oh, there's one. Oh, wow. It's very warm now. Temperature is not even dropping, despite the fact that it's close to night. Fantastic. All right, so we don't actually have far to go at all. And even in Hush River Valley, it does depend a little bit on where this particular grave is going to be, which I don't know. Remember what happened in Timberwolf. It gives me a general location on the map, but then I had to specifically spot the grave. And the trouble with Hushed River Valley, good lord. The trouble with that zone, HRV, let's call it HRV. The trouble with HRV is that there's really no place to take shelter. So, you know, now that I'm thinking about that, one thing that would be useful to have is enough cloth so that I could make a snow shelter. 15 sticks and 5 cloth to build. How much cloth do I have right now? Okay, I do actually have the cloth. So I need to have the sticks, which I can totally do. So we might be able to gain shelter that way in Hush River Valley if we need to. Sorry, HRV. All right, there's the construction hut. So once we get back from Hush River Valley, then all we're doing is going back to Forlorn Muskeg. Oh, I hear footsteps. Don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare. We're going back to Forlorn Muskeg through the basin, which will give us an opportunity for more looting. We'll have plenty of food, and we still have plenty of water, and plenty of means to make fire so that we can have even more water. But then it's just Broken Railroad, the maintenance shed, which that is on the far end of the zone, but it's just the maintenance shed. I don't have to go up to the hunting lodge or anything like that. I just have to make it there, and that's the challenge. So this is going well. I'm trying not to get overconfident because, again, we are looking at the toughest part coming right up. All right, first aid kit. Watch this have a stim. That would be amazing. Let's all just agree. Absolutely incredible. Okay. And now for the annoying part, because there's not a lot for me to do at the moment, although I do want to be fully rested when I leave for HRV. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can do first. I have 8 cloth, so any repairing I do, I want to be very careful. I mean, I could repair this, because that takes leather. Okay, gloves are repaired. New thermal underwear, let's repair that. When the sun goes fully down, we will not be able to do any more repairs, but that's fine. That's going to give us a bit more wind protection. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. And that's... I don't want to do anything else because I don't want to consume the cloth that I need to make the snow shelter. So, we're not going to touch that. Let's eat this stale granola bar. Drink this water. We're going to be fine on encumbrance when we leave. Alright, so now I just need to sleep for, looks like, a solid 8 hours. Saw my sprain risk heal as I was going to sleep there. That's how close we were to carrying to our carrying capacity. So, let's see, a couple more things that I can eat. Pretty straightforward. Eat the dusty dog food. Sounds delicious, doesn't it? It's what everyone needs, you know, for nutritious purposes. Dusty dog food. Not just dog food, but dusty dog food. The best. Alright, let's drink some water. And now we really just have to wait, which I don't like it, but it is what it is. So why don't we do the dreaded thing? Let's pass some time. If I pass time for 3 hours, I may be able to sleep for 2. And then we'll have the light that we need to get going. So let's drink some water. This is good anyway because it's helping me burn through my water. And I have a ton of coffee, so that's one thing that's going to be really helpful. Ooh, actually, that looks more like... Yeah, that's about 2 hours of sleep. It does sound like it's a little windy outside. Oh, just kidding. Now the wind is gone. Okay, sun is up. Let's go. I am really nervous. I'm not going to lie. All right, so here we are in Mountain Town. We're pretty much right up here, and the exit to HRV is right around the corner. I've taken it recently, of course, in the dark. Oh my god, it's cold. That's not good. That's not good at all. And of course, there's no cave leading into HRV. There's no transition. You're just, once you're there, you're there. So I might need to take advantage of some beverage warming to make this work, or just wait till later in the day. But there's no transition cave to speak of. I'm staying on the high ground to watch for wolves. Thankfully, since I've used 2 of my stims, I have a pry bar so I can fight off a wolf. I keep saying I have no means to defend myself. That's not entirely true. I have the pry bar and the heavy hammer to hit wolves and scare them off, which does end the struggles pretty quickly, but the wolf will still do damage in the meantime. Not only to me, but to my clothing. So that's short-term damage. Here's the exit. Right, there's a wolf right there. In terms of just immediately affecting my health, and then long-term risk, because it destroys my clothing after all the repairing that I've done. Oh, I stand corrected. There is a cave. That's perfect. I totally forgot there's a cave. I thought there wasn't. What am I thinking of? You know what? I'm thinking of the transition from Timberwolf Mountain to Ash Canyon. I am. That's what that is. So, yay. Well, this makes me feel a little bit better, because now we can warm back up before we go in there. I totally was not expecting this, and had I known this, I would have come here to sleep rather than the construction hut, but it worked out. It's so nice not to have a dark walker chasing me. Can I just take a moment to appreciate that for the gift that it is? It makes me happy. Yeah, let's just eat some more cattail stalks. I know I'm wasting lantern fuel right now. Shame on me. Alright, the 3 should be enough. Just kidding. 1 more. There we go. One thing I can do when I get to the far side of this cave is I can rest, not only to fully warm up, but to fully recover my energy. Oh wow, that was fast. All right, let me grab this coal, because I'll be able to carry that, I think, by the time I get out of here. All this coal is going to be really handy if I have to build a really hot fire near me. Yeah, so it's definitely not a long cave, unless I just went in a circle and didn't realize it, which is possible. But tell you what, let's go ahead and put this away. I will not have to navigate any caves in Hush River Valley to get to where we need to go. Alright, so I really don't need to eat or drink anything. I'm so used to doing that before I go to sleep, but let's just sleep for an hour. That's all I need. Oh boy. Alright, that weather does not sound happy at all. Not a tremendous fan of that one. Oh, is it going away? It might be going away. Wow, the game's being really nice to me, and I don't know why. I don't know what I did to deserve this. I'm going to drop one of these torches. Oh, no, no, no. Just kidding. I'm going to drop one of the cans. That's a much easier solution. Let's go. Now, I can, to stay warm, there's a couple things I can do. Let's go ahead and start a fire. We're just going to heat up a couple of teas. And hopefully one of them will stay hot. Since I don't do this very often, I don't know how long they'll stay hot. But maybe I can keep one in my inventory to help keep me warm for the duration of one of the effects. All right, let's add one coal to the fire. Need to remember to pick these up. All right, so we're going to heat some... How rested am I? Yeah. Trouble is, I'm not going to be able to drink these for a lot of benefit, but for anything else, I have the herbal tea. I'd almost would like to prepare some teas here. So let's do that, since I've prepared all of these. This will take up a little bit of additional carrying capacity, but I think it's worth it. Because I can drink these medical teas that I don't need. Okay, and I'm going to heat the herbal tea so that I don't use a coffee. And I guess I will try having a coffee heated. Let's heat the acorn coffee, just for funsies. All right, let's drink that. And because we passed all that time, we actually could afford to fully drink and enjoy that. All right, so now we're warming up. Sounds like the weather is decently terrible. Yeah, it's probably a little bit too windy for a torch, but hang on. Let me step back inside here and grab a torch from that fire, too. Almost stepped right onto the fire. Holy crap. I wasn't expecting it to drop me right next to the fire. But it did. All right, this wind is probably going to blow my torch out. But let's... I have plenty of coffee, so I'm going to sprint like mad. I'm going to try and just run into this valley and get in and get out. It does seem like it's pretty cold in here, which is what I expected. So I will need... how many sticks? I'll need 15 sticks. Because I don't have any on me. So I'll need to grab 15 in order to make a snow shelter at all. Actually doesn't seem too cold at the moment. And the path that I'm walking, I should be able to find some sticks. I'm just concerned because I know very, very little about the wildlife paths in Hush River Valley. I know next to nothing. Alright, so I think I can go down here. Yeah. I think I know the way. I'm looking for certain landmarks. So I probably sound like me in Timberwolf Mountain right now, which is making all of you super confident. But believe it or not... Okay, yeah. Those trees. I was looking for those. And then I think I know where to go from there. Based on recent experiences. Alright, we are pretty warm. So that's nice. Let me spy for predators from up here. I don't hear or see any. That's good. Okay. And now we're going to go back down this way. Ooh, any cattails here? Maybe. You never know. Hang on real quick. Keep our torch going for that extra heat. Notice that we're still getting pretty cold, despite having some extra warm beverage in us, and despite having... Alright, yeah. I want to go this way. And despite having a torch. Ooh, I hate this. There's just nowhere to go. I mean, there are some places where I can hide, like what you just saw right there. I'm hoping that it warms up a little or maybe gets foggy. That would be nice. I would welcome that as a change. Those are carrion crows. Oh, God. I saw the top of that branch crest the slope there, and I thought I was looking at a wolf of some kind. All right, so it's Many Falls Vista that we need to reach, and Many Falls Vista is right ahead of us. It's that arch, I think. But I don't think there are any predators up here. I don't recall running into any, and this seems like a pretty enclosed space, but I don't want to make any assumptions. There's a signal fire. And there goes my torch. So we're going to put that away. Oh my God, there's the grave. Oh my God, it's perfect. Found the frickin' grave. All right, there's some more firewood. I can use that to warm up before I leave. Found you. Many Falls Vista. Why couldn't you hold out? Why couldn't I let go? Are you at rest? Is there sky above you where you are? All right, so remember, the Darkwalker fire was down there. I know you're all screaming at me, run, Hadrian, what are you doing? I know, let's go. I might, honestly, if I can time this properly and avoid any predators, which there don't seem to be any predators around right now, and I didn't even hear a bear close by. I might be able to make it back to the cave. I'm going to go for it. I hear footsteps that don't sound like mine, and that's making me nervous. All right, hang on. Crap, bad timing. Please tell me the drink is still warm. Please, for the love of God, tell me one of these is still warm. Nope. No, I didn't want to drop it. All right, crap. That's not good. All right, let's see if we can settle in here with a fire. We are blocked from the wind here. Come on, game. Don't do this to me now. All right, we're blocked from the wind here. This is not a perfect spot for a fire, but I just need to warm up for a second. And I can make a really hot fire with the amount of coal that I have. Ooh, boy.
Come on, little fire.
This is a very bad spot for this fire.
Perfect.
All right, we're actually warming up now. Now, the trouble is, if the wind changes direction right now and starts blowing against this fire, then it's going to get reduced to a 10-minute fire very quickly. Yeah, we're warming up really fast. That's nice. Let me go ahead and add this. You know what? Yeah, I'll add one more piece of coal. This is like the moment of truth. All right, it's at maximum warmth. And this is a good stopping point, I think, for this episode. We're approaching the 40-minute mark, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this one here. In the next one, I am going to get the heck out of this zone as fast as I possibly can. We are going to heat up a beverage real quick while I'm looking at this. I'm going to heat up a couple of cups of coffee. And then we will head for Broken Railroad, because that is the only remaining zone that we need to visit. So let's drink that coffee. Let's pick that coffee back up. Let's grab a torch, which is probably going to get blown out immediately. And let's keep moving. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, yep, there we go. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and additional perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.